On Saturday on KOAM, we'll be airing Journey to Bethlehem, an incredible experience that is usually an in-person one, but this year it's taken to the big screen, or whatever size screen you have in your living room. And this morning we are joined by Darren Brower, who is the worship minister with the Racine Church, who puts on the Journey to Bethlehem. Darren, how are you doing this morning?
Doing okay, doing good.
Well, usually this is an in-person experience, but you guys are doing it a little differently this year because, of course, it's 2020. So, I mean, for those who haven't been or haven't experienced this before, can you sort of paint a picture for us of what the Journey to Bethlehem is like?
Okay, well, it's a production by Racine Christian Church, and we do this every year as our gift to the community. It's a free event. Everything's free, and usually consists of an inside stage show that's about 45 minutes, and then a time outside where you walk through different scenes. Basically, you're taking a journey a family would have taken, like Mary and Joseph did when they were required to return to Bethlehem for the census back in the Bible times when Jesus was born. And so you're following that and that path and going to the different stations and getting a little bit of the story along the way.
That's really, really cool. So what's the age range for this? Can anybody show up? I assume it's for kids too, right?
Oh yeah. Kids love it because we have live animals. We even have camels, and that's the big draw. Kids love to see the camels, and we have sheep and goats and donkeys, and so it's kind of realistic in that matter. So the kids love it, the adults love it, and it's really cool because you get a chance to families can go and do this together free of charge, and they can go have this experience and start their Christmas season off with that. So anyone from little kids to the elderly love to come see it.
Well, I have to imagine any sort of film production in 2020 is really difficult to make happen. We hear these reports out of Hollywood and out of different filming locations around the world that they have to follow these COVID protocols really closely, and for good reason. But how did you guys navigate that? I mean, first of all, if this is the first time you've ever filmed the Journey to Bethlehem experience, but I mean, how did you go about sort of following protocol while also making sure that you guys are doing the Journey to Bethlehem experience justice?
Right. Well, it was a small crew. We didn't have nearly the amount of actors that we would have in a normal Journey production. So it was a much smaller crew, and then just the fact that we were able to do it in a video experience rather than having lots and lots of people there together helped it to be more of a safer environment, or a safer production, I guess.
Well, Darren, if people want to learn more about the Journey to Bethlehem experience and give themselves a little bit of context behind what they'll be watching on KOAM this weekend, I mean, where can they go?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook page is probably the best place to learn about Journey to Bethlehem. So you just search Journey to Bethlehem, and you might type in the word Racine, or Racine, because there are other ones around the country. But that should pop up, and then you can see there's a synopsis of what it's all about, and you can see we'll keep you in touch if you want to like it and follow that. You'll see updates of when things are changing and happening with Journey.
The Journey to Bethlehem airs on KOAM this weekend on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. You can learn more. Just head to our website, koamnewsnow.com. We'll have more info on our morning show page. Darren, thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back on the KOAM Morning News after this.